I asked a question today about God's plan, God's will in your life. What is the ultimate goal? What's the number one thing? And I got lots of great answers, some right answers, man. So I'm like, there's just so much dialogue around that question, which was very intentional when I asked it, and then I got to have some conversation in person and through some videos and stuff. But the fact that God's greatest commandment, that we would love Him with all of our heart, soul, mind, and strength. There's just something about love, I think, that stands out amongst everything else, which is amazing. You guys just nailed it on that. But the other words that I've always kind of, you hear in church a lot that we ought to do is right, but it's interesting to me as I'm reading through Mark some of the things that I'm seeing, and I just kind of wanted to share that. So if I were to say, our goal is to know God, our goal is to confess that He is Lord, that Jesus is Lord, that we are to obey Him, that we are to worship Him, we are to believe in Him, and we are to fear the Lord. And what's really crazy is when you open up the Bible and you start reading, let's just say Mark. Mark is where I'm at, and this is where I'm starting to see this. Mark 1:24 tells us that unclean spirits, the demons themselves, cry out and they confess that Jesus is the Holy One. And they also say that they know Him. And then Mark 27 tells us that they obey Him. Mark 1:34 tells us that they knew Him. Mark 3:11 says that they fall down before Him and they confess that you are the Son of God. Mark 5, 6, and 7, this is Legion, sees Him from afar, runs to Him, falls at His feet, and worships Him, the Bible says. And then what? He confesses Jesus, the Son of the Most High God. James 2:19 tells us that even the demons believe and they tremble. There you go. To know Him, to confess Him, to obey Him, to worship Him, to believe Him, to fear Him. Yet right here in Mark, there's Jesus saying, hey, don't go tell anybody I did this. And it says, all the more they ran and told everybody. He can't even get the people that He is healing and calling to do anything that He says to do. And I would ask, how different are we today? Like, it's crazy that the demons could check all the boxes and yet miss the entire point. Like, I'm blown away by this. So we could use our words to try to comprehend the creator of the universe, the beginning and the end, the first and the last, just the author of life, Ancient of Days. I love these names, but they just fall short. Like, this is why etymology is so important to me, to go back and to look and understand these words, because we've lost some of the context over time. To know God is different for us than it is for them. To confess is beyond just admitting, but it's actually agreeing with. To believe is more than the same thing, just kind of admitting that something is real, but it's actually putting faith and trust in it. Obedience is actually a place of joyful submission. It's not just compliance. I could really go into all of these, but like we have this different relationship. These things are all important to the Lord. I really do believe that, but more so for us. They're actually for our benefit. But without any of these, without any giftings, we could have all of it. And the Bible tells us, I want to say in 1 Corinthians, that it is, if we don't have love, it's just nothing. So I really do believe it boils down to love, to union and marriage and reconciliation with the Father. There's this coming together and being with and trusting in faith. So don't get tripped up in the idea that you think you can check all the boxes and be all right with the Lord, because we are only right with Him because of what Jesus has done. He is the one who has called us out of the darkness into His marvelous light, to declare His praises and to be kingdom people and family.